British company Serco win a contract to build a military college.
And this PFI contract is going to last for 35 years?
It's just been reduced to 20. We've agreed to a 20-year concession.
We keep up a reasonably firm pace because there's so much to do. There are so many opportunities. There's not enough time to be homesick. You just get on with it.
How are you this morning?
Next morning, Prince Andrew has a briefing with the Serco team.
Since I was last here, has the design changed at all? Has it developed, if you see what I mean? Because I remember seeing it was a model I saw the last time I was here.
Yes, so the design has changed slightly.
Well, I'll just go through it quite quickly.
Having received his briefing from Serco, his next step is to lobby the minister. In the Middle East, it's hoped that he can be particularly effective. Oman is a traditional society where the royal family also controls politics. So being a prince can open doors.
Very good, thank you very much indeed.
Prince Andrew is meeting the Minister for Commerce, His Excellency Maqbool bin Ali bin Sultan. He's a member of the Omani royal family.
They've submitted their final proposal yesterday, which was a good thing, but I hope that it progresses swiftly.
Because I really had, in the earlier days when this happened, I had a number of meetings with the Minister of Defence and tried to convince him to take the private sector.
This is a private finance initiative, and it's a very, very bold step to take, and it's taken quite a lot of time to get the ministry to understand how they run.
Serco is in the final stages of negotiations for this billion-dollar deal, which is likely to start in 2008.
There are occasions when you can have an effect, but I'm very careful about when I do that.
Does it annoy you how the British media portray these trips?
I'm not even going to answer that question.
Why not?
Well, I don't think it's necessary to answer it.
Do you enjoy them?
These trips?
Yeah.
I think these trips are tremendously valuable. So, I mean, I think that's the most important thing, is that they're valuable for the UK. And that's my purpose, is to create value for the UK. All right?
That's good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
How are you? Nice to see you.
They don't retire in the royal family, and the Duke of Edinburgh has been on royal duties for 55 years. As a former naval officer, he keeps close links with the armed forces. He's Colonel-in-Chief of the Queen's Royal Hussars, and he's come to see them in Basra, southern Iraq.
You can pretty much expect to be mortared and rocketed on a nightly basis. We were mortared last night in SLB. It's only one round. It was a rocket, in fact. It was a rocket, and it did explode, forcing on a road.
There are dangers. But if we didn't think that we could protect him properly, we wouldn't have invited him. He's doing something that will be very much valued by the soldiers who are serving out here. He is very interested and understanding about what we do, and always ask the most pertinent questions.
Where's home?
Malawi.
Malawi? How did you get into this? By mistake?
No, by mistake, by choice.
Walked into a recruiting office thinking it was a holiday.
And we were engaged last week by a small arms fire attack, and thankfully one of my top cover sentries returned fire and actually killed the insurgent, which is good news for us.
You can sniff explosives, is that
Yes, I can, sir, yes. He's trained to search for ammunition, weapons and explosives.
Have you found any?
I've only had him a week, sir. Yeah, so...
Is he new to this, or
no,
you take him over from somebody?
He came from Northern Ireland and he's been out here for 6 months. So I'll have him for another 6 months.
And then you hand him on to somebody else?
Yes, sir, yeah.
And he's happy with it?
Yeah, seems to be happy.
What's he called?
Simba.
Simba?
Yeah.
I've known you well, Highness. He's wearing all the kit and equipment that you've just seen. That weighs about 40 kilograms, what he's got on at the moment.
Have you fired that or let off a grenade?
No, sir.
Not yet.
But yes, sir. Hopefully not.
As you can imagine, everybody at home, as you know perfectly well, has been been following what's been going on in this part of the world, and I think most of us, with a great deal of sympathy for those of you who are trying to do your best to make life civilized and tolerable for the locals. With a bit of luck, you could do with this place what previous British people have done for the Gulf states. And look at them now, they're extremely well off, they're happy, they're prosperous, and they get on with each other. And it happened because of a people like you with that and a bit of oil. But mind you, it's quite a lot of...
3 cheers for the Colonel in Chief! Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
It's nearly dawn, and Prince William and his fellow Sandhurst cadets are about to start their final early morning exercises before graduating as officers.
So at the moment it's about 06:10 and we've all been up for probably half an hour already. The parade doesn't actually start until 11, however it just shows the amount of prep work that goes in before we actually get on the square today.
Three generations of Windsors are at Sandhurst for William's passing out parade. He spent a year at the Royal Military Academy training to be an officer. His girlfriend, Kate Middleton, has been invited as the Prince's personal guest.
Prins Williams kæreste Kate har også en flot hat og kigger på ham. Når går op ad den her.
Officer Cadet Wales will be going on to join the Household Cavalry. It's unlikely William will see armed combat, but a career in the forces is, and has been for centuries, the basic training for a future king.
Certainly the connection between the Crown and the armed forces has always been incredibly close. You know, as far as I was concerned, and my sons, I think it's very important to have that experience with other people, and to be responsible for other people and to help look after them.
I'm speaking to every individual one of you. When I say you are very special people, I send my congratulations to you all.
It's a rite of passage for the young cadets passing out today, and now they're free to celebrate with their families. For William, it's not just the start of his military career, it's a move closer to the throne. When the Queen was his age, she was only a year and a half away from becoming monarch. Like his father, the Prince of Wales, William will probably have to wait a very long time before he's king. Prince William carries an immense burden of expectation. In his lifetime, he has experienced great personal tragedy and witnessed the monarchy endure scandal and criticism. Prince Charles and his son will have to steer the crown through a fast-changing and unforgiving world. Meanwhile, the Queen carries on. She's now the oldest monarch in British history, and by any standards, royalist or republican, she will be a formidable act to follow.
You wear it in a very strange place, but otherwise it's all right.
Dare I ask where?
It's going well, is it? I'm doing all